Falling in love with a guy like me in the first place. Oh, I'm saying I'm the worst thing. I guess I'm the problem. And your marriage never do no wrong if I'm so awful. Then why'd you stick around this long? And if it's the whiskey, I'm on and doing it all for sale.
We gave you your minute.
Look at me, you halfway see yourself, and it got me thinking. If I'm the problem, then you might be the reason. So, y'all know what it is. Sometimes you gotta just, you have that song on your head.
I just wanna apologize.
You just gotta,
people.
You gotta get it out there.
Nah, bro.
You gotta just.
I'm not.
You don't feel like.
No. You can't start.
Sometimes when I just feel like, you gotta take it back. Black people created country music.
That's a whole different.
We got country music, we got blues. You know what I'm saying?
But they're
rock and roll. I'm trying to tell you.
You gotta just look at it from they're clicking on the episode. And they hear this nigga singing country.
Sometimes you gotta. They say, "Oh, this nigga different." That's what they gonna say.
Bro, they have to double check with their. Like,
I'm just saying.
Make sure.
They gonna be like,
"I'm watching the right thing."
Let me share this with my people. They was already supposed to be sharing it. They was supposed to be telling their people. That's on them. Like, what is you doing?
It's true.
I'll be something else. Hey, good morning, good afternoon, good whatever time that you're in, because you're alive. Thank you so much for tuning in to another episode of the Perspective Pvdcast. Y'all know we're giving you new episodes every Wednesday, so no matter what happens on Wednesday, you know there's going to be an episode. Y'all know y'all got Roman here.
And Joshua.
And thank you so much for tuning in. We just here to change your perspective. So y'all know what it is. I'm trying to wake them up. We're gonna get to it today, boy. We're gonna get to it today. I feel like you should tell them what it is, Deuce.
Yeah, I mean, this episode titled 5 months left. We got 5 months left out of the year,
Scary.
I think this is a good time for us to just
a midway point.
Midway. Mm-hmm. I mean, it's not exactly. I wish it got y'all June.
Yeah.
But we're close enough where I think it's a good moment to just reevaluate, replan, and then execute again and go back out there. So
refocus.
Look back at your habits and what you're doing throughout the week. What are you doing throughout the month, the day?
How was that first 6 months? Yeah. What was you doing the first 6-7 months? What was you doing? What do you got to show for it? Were you building? Sometimes you're in a season where you just gotta build. Sometimes, you know what I'm saying? But I'm saying sometimes where it's just a building season. Sometimes it's strategy. I'm sitting here strategically trying to figure it out. I'm planning it out. I'm writing it out. What I need to do. Yeah. You know what I mean? So what was that first 7 months like? What was that first 6-7 months? What was you doing? What were you doing? Were you developing in private or developing where you need to develop to be able to make sure that later half is complete, is finished? What did you do? That's my question.
Yeah, make sure you guys are doing the right things. Like, don't fall victim to the distractions, and just make sure you're capitalizing your day, and then you're capitalizing your week, and then you're capitalizing your month, because these things add up. So focus on the habits that you're doing today. Look over what daily routines and the things that you're doing, and seeing what you can tweak and how you can get your time back, because we're constantly just giving away time to things that don't benefit us. And the obvious thing, the phone, but then there's also, just other people, other stories and situation that's going on where we're getting dragged into this drama
for nothing.
Yeah, so it's you just gotta focus on what you got going on and take back that time for yourself,
Facts. Yeah. And that's why I say, what was that first 6-7 months like? What was you doing?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because like you said, don't let your focus be on the distractions. You know what I'm saying? That's so real. I think we were talking about this the other day, so that's why that's on my head, and that's why when you said it, I had to pause. I was like, we just had a conversation on it, and your focus being focused on the distractions. You know what I'm saying? You know what you need to do, but you're focused on the distractions. Don't get focused on the distractions. You know what I mean? And it's there, and it's meant to be there to mess you up and throw you off course. Yeah. I think it was David Goggins that was saying that right now is the best time to win because everybody's distracted. Everybody's focusing on the wrong thing and doesn't have enough time or focus to be able to say, I need to get what I need to get done. You know what I'm saying? And I struggle with that more than anything. You know me already. I feel like I do so much that it's I never have time to focus. And so you focus on things that might be distractions, thinking that it's going to benefit you, but it's just because your focus is out of line. So get focused on what's supposed to be right.
Yeah, I mean, and David Goggins is the biggest
just focus.
Bro, everyone's doing their own thing. Everyone's weak. I mean, that's what he said. It's a generation of weak. And it's
people.
You can. I think that's just people, true, but true. I think you can still just take advantage and be the 1%, and like break out of the mold. Like it's just so easy if you just focus and put your head down. So that's what this episode is about. Us realigning, all of us, just taking a second and being like, make sure our focus is in the right area. We're doing the right things. And like everything will just slowly, day by day, if you focus on the day. So
Give me one thing that you're focusing on for this later half. What's
one thing?
Just one. I don't. You don't have to get him everything. You ain't gotta. You know what I'm saying? Put it all on Front Street. But I want you to get him one thing that you personally are shooting to focus on for this next
habits. Like I don't know if you wanted a more specific, but like my habits in general, like. And that's why I'm saying be big on the day, because what I've realized through focusing on what you daily do, it compounds in a crazy way. So like just focusing on, if you get 1% better, and it's in the book Atomic Habits, you get 1% better and you'll see an exponential growth. The graph starts looking like
going
this,
crazy.
And it doesn't work like that. So by just focusing on the daily habits, that's what I'm really want to do, because I kind of got pushed away. I'm not doing as what I used to do as consistently. For example, reading, like I haven't been reading daily, and I've been noticing like what's going on, and like because I need to get that back on my to-do list, and it's stuff like that that compounds, and you just see the benefit. I mean, mostly because I don't have a book to read, but like there's no excuse. You gotta find a way. So yeah, I would say my daily habits is something I'm really trying to capitalize on and see if that'll compound. What about you though? Like, what's the thing to lock in on this?
I think mine is a little bit different. Mine is I'm focusing on how to say no. How to say no. You know what I mean? So when we talk about redirecting your focus, the thing that I'm focusing on for the later half of this year is how to say no. How to say no often, and how to continuously be comfortable with saying no. You know, I'm in a position, thank God, that there's so many opportunities that are always brought to me. And so my focus is how to say no to certain things and be diligent in making sure that this might not be a bad opportunity. It might not be, you know what I mean? But it's just not what's in my focus. And you know us, we travel like crazy. Like we're always on a vacation or always on a something, and we work hard. Let's keep it a buck. But it's how to say no. It's how to say no. Certain adventures you just might not be able to attend. Certain parties and functions you just might not be able to turn up to, and certain outings you might not be able to attend. Certain times where you feel like you don't want to go to the gym. No, I'm gonna kill that thought. I'm going to the gym. Whatever it is, how to say no is probably the thing that I'm focusing on for the next later half.
Bro,
and you know me.
There's so much things that just
no.
vie for your attention on a constant day. We live in the age of that where it's big distraction. I saw a photo where it was the BlackBerry, it was a Nokia, BlackBerry, and an iPhone.
Shout out to the man them that had the Nokia. Let me say,
real ones.
Nokia.
Bro, I remember I even had a Nokia. Yeah, you wouldn't expect that.
Stop there.
04 baby had a Nokia.
I don't want to hear you. I might have gave you my Nokia because I was on the BlackBerry. The BlackBerry was a different world.
It was my first phone.
Y'all don't know about the BBM.
You know what I'm saying? Like this Nokia. It was the white. Did you have
I remember the white one. I had it. I'm trying to tell you. I had it. It wasn't. We thought it was like the Zoe 101 things where you could like flip it and go up. It wasn't one of those. It was just all big. You know what I'm saying? Come on, I know about Nokia.
I'm in the Nokia age. Just so.
Yeah, man.
But yeah, so they had a photo. It was on Nokia, a BlackBerry, and an iPhone, and like the screen, they had it highlighted, and they're saying the color of the screen, which was like, let's say it's red, it equaled distraction, and then on the Nokia, it's like a little rectangle. On the BlackBerry, it's probably a little bigger, and then on the iPhone, it's half. It's most of the screen. It's 98%.
Yeah.
And it's like, I just think it's a clear example of
how much it developed.
How much it developed to try and distract us. Like, we're in the age of the king of that. So saying no is probably the hardest thing for anyone right now.
It's and even to go back to your point about the phone, they said that it is a $1 trillion nuclear war missile that's in your hand. They're trying to say that at the end of the day, that's how detrimental the phone is. That it's the worst thing that you can think of is literally in our phone from radiation that you might be getting when you have your phone always in your pockets. now it's close to your genitals and your reproductive system.
I'm
you know what I'm
chilling,
saying?
I'm good.
When you have it up to your head, now it's close to your brain and the brain waves. Like you gotta think, and then it's constantly just sitting there, your dopamine, and you gotta be swiping and going through and feeling like I just gotta be. Let me just text and then let me call and then let me FaceTime and then let me watch videos while I'm eating because I can't eat without. You know what I'm saying? So your phone is a huge distraction. So it's how to say no. I think that's the most important part of it all. How to say no. How to say no. How to say no. Say no often. And it's okay. Be comfortable when saying no. Be excited to say no. Walk down the street, so it says no. You know what I'm saying? Be cool with it because all it's gonna do is refocus you and realign you and making sure that the path that you're going down is focused and laser focused on what you need to get done. So say no.
Always. I mean, the way I look at it is, and I said this before, saying no to the wrong things is you saying no to the right things.
Yeah.
So like I when I heard that, it changed the way I approached rejecting things. Because like when I would say no to something, it felt like, and we all feel like you're missing out on the opportunity.
Something.
Or,
yeah.
You know, you're losing in a way by saying no. But when you reframe it to be like you saying no to that thing is actually you acknowledging and showing value in something else. I don't know. It made the decision way easier for me. You know?
Yeah.
But yeah, that's just
say no.
Say no.
Yeah, I know what it is, man. Thank you so much for tuning in to another episode of the Perspective Podcast. And we're here to change your perspective.
And elevate your mindset.
See, y'all know what it is, man. We'll see y'all next Wednesday. Y'all know what we do. Know that we're praying for you. Know that we're proud of you. Know that we love you, man. Perspective.